Hello, let's continue. So in the previous class we did npm install Angular CLI. So when you do that, it's gonna install the Angular CLI. At one point it will ask you this question: would you like to share anonymous user data with Angular team at Google? So what I did was just press the enter key, so it will automatically select no for me, so that it will run the installation. Then after everything, it will say Angular CLI added 244 packages from 184 contributors in this time. So it's very simple. Once you type this instruction, npm install -g at Angular CLI, it will install it for you. So at any point that it stops, just press the enter key, it will complete. Now we are now going to continue. You can see that I'm in my folder, in the desktop devc folder. So I'm going to now clone the GitHub repo that has the front end. And like I told us, we're not going to be working on the front end for now. We'll concentrate on the back end because the front end code is already there. So I'm going to type in git clone and the address of the GitHub where we are getting the material, the Angular project or Angular app from. Then I will now give space and put front end to make sure that everything goes into the front end repository. This is the front end, the repository, and this is where I want to clone it at. So I can cd into front end, or I can write all of them in one line of code, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to write all of them in one line of code by saying git clone. That is the command in GitHub. Git clone. What do you want your git to clone? You want it to clone the app in this GitHub address. So the GitHub address is https github/openclassroom student center this. So and it's the name is front end app, and I want it to be left in my front end directory. This is the front end directory. That's why I added this extra front end, so that it will come to this place. So once you type in this code and you press the enter key, it's going to clone. You can see it has written cloning to front end. So it's going to clone this very directory to front end. That's why we put front end here. If you had put back end, it would have cloned it to back end. So that is the process of cloning the GitHub repo, so that we don't need to work on the front end, so that we can concentrate on our back end. So it's cloning. Once it's done cloning, when you click on this folder front end, you're going to see lots of things there now, because you have it cloned. So that is what's going to be happening. So I'm also going to take another break so that when it's done we can move forward. Thank you and God bless you.